How's it going, YouTube? Pat Mack here, coach of the Sacramento Sandslash, playing up against the Maryland Litwicks, coached by the Man 911 in Week 7 of the Rocket Draft League. You can see our team up above and their team down below. Both teams arranged in speed order, as well as the 6 Pokemon that we're bringing and the 6 Pokemon that I think the Maryland Litwicks would bring to our match. However, those 6 Pokemon could be kind of anything. Their team has a lot of versatility, just not only between like what sets Pokemon could run, whether they're offensive or defensive some kind of way, and just in terms of like how they like synergize and flow together. So if it's not those six, I'm not going to be surprised at all, just because of how much power their team has in a general sense. So speaking of versatility, we want to scout some sets. We want to figure out what they got going on, so that we can get our breakers in to hit those Pokemon really hard. They have a handful of like Scarf Pokemon that they could bring. They have some very good walls. So our game plan is to get those breakers in and hit really hard. We have ways of hitting physically, and especially for a lot of the different Pokemon that we need to break through. And then we also have Cosmic Power Mew, which could serve as like a breaker in the mid game, and it could also serve as a cleanup in the late game. So we have some options there. We'll just see if those 6 Pokemon are exactly what they decide to bring in just a moment. Okay, so here we are taking a look at his team, and it looks like it's got most of the stuff that we thought was going to come. No Heatran, it looks like. It looks like they have Palisand instead. So let's get that switched up on the overlay. Brought the Sandcastle. Okay, so let's see. Salamence. Looks like everything else is here, though. Okay. What do I think they lead with? They could lead like a Palisand. Thinking like they want to get a Frox. Clefable isn't a bad lead as well, looking at my team. Because like I don't think that we would want to lead Nidoqueen. It just doesn't have enough speed against some of the other stuff. Yeah, so let's go ahead and lead with Passimian. We can U-turn out on something if we want to. It just puts a lot of good offensive pressure, I think, just straight from the start. So anyway, good luck, have fun over to the Man 911. Should be a fun match. Really looking forward to this one. Okay, what do they decide to lead with? Is it the Palisand? I think it would be the Palisand. It's the Azelf. Okay. So this one's a little concerning because if the Azelf is also Scarfed, then we don't want to stay in. However, if they're not Scarfed, then we do a huge amount of damage to them. So we're gonna switch right into Dinnertim, and if they stay in, then I'm gonna assume that they're Scarfed, and we'll play around that accordingly. If they switch out, then we'll get to see each other who's the faster Pokemon, because we're both switching. Okay, so I'm really hoping that they switch here so I can get that information about knowing if I'm faster. And they stay in Psychic. Okay. So that shouldn't do too much damage. We're going to Wish here. Actually, it might be better to just knock off. Yeah, let's knock off. That way, if they are Scarf, we can get rid of it. And if they stay in, or if they stay in, we get rid of the potential Scarf. If they switch out, then we remove whatever item comes in on us. Okay, they do switch. So potentially still Scarf, right? Just based on the information we got so far. And they bring in the Rillaboom. And what item were you? Because you're not that item anymore. They were choice banded. Okay, that's also good information to know. So now we have that. And we get a little recovery, which is kind of nice. Okay, so what do we want to go for now? I kind of like going for... I like going for a Wish. Maybe we can scout some damage here. And I don't mind the leftovers getting knocked off. That's not really that big a deal. I think on this play I'm going to go for a... I could honestly see them staying in. I could also see them using like U-turn potentially. So I'm just going to go for an Icy Wind. I think that covers both plays fairly well. Go for a knockoff again. I think I kind of win this if we like are trading off Icy Wind and like Wish Recovery. Maybe. Actually doesn't do that much damage. But we are going to get like a health back from our from the terrain just as much as he is. So I think at this point I'm going to go for another Icy Wind. Okay, that's totally fine with me. We'll get some damage off on whatever decides to come in. My guess, like if I was him, I'd bring Clefable in. Or Scrafty. I'd bring Clefable or Scrafty in. That would probably be my go-to. But we now know knockoff plus U-turn, right? So those are both good pieces of information for us to have. I think the Azelf is Scarfed, which makes a lot of sense. I think that's a good pring, I think, against our team. And it also means that if he locks into Psychic, then Hydreigon is a free switch in, which I think is very good for us. Okay, at this point, what's a good switch into this? I think, I kind of like going into Hydreigon here. And we'll probably look to U-turn out. Will probably be the main play. I'm guessing they go for rocks. They go for Toxic. Okay. That's totally fine, actually. I'm not planning on sticking around on this. And we have Heal Ball on the Licky Licky, so we can get rid of that whenever we want to. Is it worthwhile to go for a Draco here? Probably not, right? I think I like getting the U-turn momentum. They might stay in to like scout some damage, but yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense to switch out as well. There's the Clefable. Okay, that's good information for us to know too. Now we can get Nidoqueen in, which is exactly what we want to do against this Clefable. It's very scary Pokemon for them to try to switch it to. And because there's no Heatran, Sludge Wave is super free. So we'll switch into Nidoqueen here. And yeah, everything's going to get hit by Sludge Wave. Leftovers on the Clefable. Okay. Good information to have. I could also go with the rocks. Who's their defog? Probably Salamence? If they have any. Let's go rocks first. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. If they have Salamence as their defogger, I could potentially try to bring like Passimian in on that, which would be very strong. Oh, they stay in. Okay. We are going to go for a Sludge Wave on the next turn here. So we trade rocks. That's okay. I'm alright with that. And Sludge Wave can OHKO this depending on what set they are. So we are going to go for a Sludge Wave here, knowing that they were fine with staying in. And what do they switch into this? Scrafty. Okay, good to know. Are you Intimidate? There's no way you are. You are Intimidate. Oh boy, if we can get our Passimian in on this, we are going to get some damage out. Oh, that is so good. Okay, looks like they're pretty specially defensive. I think we don't particularly switch into this Pokemon very well. Mew is probably our best bet, because I actually don't want to get hit by a knockoff, is my main thinking there. We could also go Smog, but I don't think that's a great plan either. We could look to start breaking with this. I kind of like the idea of starting to break with this. We'll take a knockoff, which would be unfortunate, but then I think we can start setting up from there. Go for Zen Headbutt. Okay. Wonder what so they're thinking the Passimian switches in on this. I think from here we start setting up. Oh my gosh, did y'all see Scrafty right there? If you missed it, rewind a little bit. He like starts to drop his pants, like looks down hecka nervous and then picks them back up. Oh my god, Scrafty's so good. Pokemon's hecka funny. But yeah, rewind and check that out. Hecka funny. Okay, so good to know that there's Zen Headbutt on this. And really good to know they're Intimidate too. And this is their switch into Nidoqueen. Oh man, all of that is good. Okay, could they be toxic? I think they could be. And okay, good to notice that they are unaware as well. I think I just go back into Nidoqueen. Yeah, I think I just go back into Nidoqueen here. I don't need to risk too much damage here. And I don't particularly want to get hit by a toxic. We did reveal that we're stored power. Or I guess cosmic power, right? But like the assumption is that would be stored power. I wonder if it would have been worthwhile to try to switch things around on that. Okay, they have Moonblast. We take very little damage from that. And honestly, I'd probably just go for a Sludge Wave again. Again, nothing really wants to take a Sludge Wave, and we might be able to get to the point where we can like 2-hit KO this Scrafty potentially, if they keep using that as their switch in. But the Nidoqueen is really hard for them to deal with, especially since they don't have Heatran. Because if they had Heatran, then they could have tried to play around like guessing if I'd go for Sludge Wave or Earth Power. But whatever they brought, it was always going to be that guessing game. So Azelf could potentially come in. I don't think that would be a great switch in, but it could happen. I mean, we probably just Sam Sludge Wave and look to KO this Scrafty here. Can we 2-hit KO you? Okay, now is the chance to check this. Can I 2-hit KO you? Looks to be just over half. How much do we do? That's a 2-hit KO. Okay. Then we do it again. They could be faster, but they're not. Okay, cool. We pick up first KOs in match. And getting rid of that means that Mew becomes that much easier to work with. So, Queen KOs Scrafty. Okay, and now I'm kind of curious about what their switch in is to this. I'd assume Azelf comes in. Yep, Azelf comes in. We switch in Dinner Tim. And we kind of start what we did at the beginning of the match. Kind of play around that pattern again. Is a little unfortunate we weren't able to get in Passimian on the okay, and now I kind of want to scout to see if you're choiced. This could be bad. is the short version of that. But if they're choiced into Psychic, then Hydreigon's going to be very free here. Okay. And now we get to know what set you are. We go for a U-turn here. You're not choiced. Uh-oh, this is dead. Okay. That's good information, though, because now we know Passimian's faster. We sacrificed that to find out. But it is still good information. Still good information to have. We do lose Hydreigon. And I kind of wonder, like, Was it worthwhile to do that? I think that's going to be something that we find out at the end of the match here. Knockoff seems like a really good play here. So does U-turn to get some momentum. Both of these are potential KOs. I think I like going knock. Nah, I'm going to go U-turn. Because there's no way they stick in here. Oh, they do. I could have KO'd this thing with the knockoff. We might get close to KOing with that. Okay. And I think at this point we go... We've taken a little too much damage on Dinner Tim. I'm going to go into Smog here. This thing will die to rocks, so they have no reason to keep it around, I don't think. That took more damage than I would have liked. Yeah, we will go for a flamethrower now. This thing was mostly here to check the... this might have been a bad play, actually. Do we die from this? We do. Oh, dang it. Okay, we lose that for free. Big problem. Definitely a misplay on my part. We do go back into Passimian, though, and we will pick up a KO here. I think, honestly, our best play was probably to go into Mew. I think that was a mistake, trying to keep that Pokemon around. And I'm going to go knockoff here. Because this will pick up the KO on Azelf, and then it will... or it'll hit something coming in for some really big damage. Okay, you're a Culprit Berry. That's good to know. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. We have enough damage to KO it. And okay, so I'm really glad that we went for a U-turn instead of a knockoff last time. That would have been a huge problem because we would have lost Passimian there too. Are you scarfed? Oh Jesus, you might be scarfed too. If you're scarfed, you're probably faster than I am. Do I die from a dual wing beat? I don't think I do, actually. Yeah, we're gonna go for a knockoff. I'm pretty sure I had set up enough so that I don't... Oh, okay, you're not Scarf. That's good information to know. You are Boots. You are Dragon Dance also. Okay. Means they're probably faster than I am at this point. I think I need to put some more offensive pressure on this. I think we can still potentially win with Mew, but this thing could have Crunch, so I don't particularly want to have Mew in against that. Okay, double Dragon Dance. So we knocked off Boots. How much HP will they have left after this? Ooh, it doesn't look like we get the kill actually. But this has kind of done its job. I don't think that I need it against anything else, and I don't particularly want to put anything in to fight this thing for free. We probably die from this. Yeah, we do. Okay, and at this point, it's not looking to be in a very good position. I think Mew's probably our best bet. If we're going to be able to win this game, I think it's going to come off of Mew. Can I beat this 1v1? This actually might be a little tough. I'm going to go for... I probably die from 2 hits, though. Yeah, I'd probably die from 2 hits. Taking the damage on... yeah, stored power wouldn't be enough. I think I have to go for a Cosmic Power. That's probably my best chance of winning this game. Dang, we died from that too. Oh, they got a crit. I don't know if that mattered. They had like +3 at that point. Okay, it looks like Salamence is going to come through and clean up our team. I don't think we live a hit from this. Even if we had Nidoqueen earlier. I don't think that we do. We're going to try, though. We'll try. Yep, Earthquake. And that's going to pick up the KO here, too. Yep, okay, so it looks like we're going to end up getting swept in the late game by Salamence. Definitely a scary Pokemon. Definitely a scary Pokemon. And we'll lose this one 4-0. I wonder if there was some changes that we could have made earlier in the match. I think, man, I don't know if it was worthwhile for us to have switched in the Hydreigon there. I thought for sure they were Scarf, though. So maybe that was like that could have been a misplay. Being able to deal with the Salamence later on in the game, I think was kind of difficult for us to deal with. We needed to have more health on Licky Licky than we did. So that would have been maybe like not allowing that to take as much damage earlier on. Or I guess another possibility would have been to bring Mew in on the Azelf earlier and just start looking to set up there. Because I think if we tried to set up there when Scrafty was gone, we're probably in a better position than we were. Yeah, I think, like, so thinking back on it, that was probably a place in which we could have gotten an advantage, and I don't think we took advantage of it. This is definitely one I'll want to go back and watch, though, because I think that that's an opportunity that we missed out on. Aside from that, like, I thought overall we played fairly well. It was just not... I guess U-turning on the Salamence or on the Azelf kill could have put us in a better position, because then we wouldn't have had the situation where Pessimian was locked into knockoff against the Salamence. Could have been worthwhile. Because if we bring in Nidoqueen there, then they can't set up Dragon Dances because we'd have Ice Beam, or if we brought in Licky Licky, then they wouldn't have been able to set up because we would have Icy Wind. So both of those would have been possibilities for us to try to play this game a little bit differently. Just kind of reflecting, thinking back on different plays. But either way, they played really well. That Salamence came in super clutch for them, played it very well. Yeah, really good game. If you haven't already, please, and you're looking for some more singles content or for some VGC Draft League content, this is the place to be. So stick around, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.